Chapter 2. A Gentleman's Heart. Days turned into weeks, and the sun-drenched town of Boot Hill adjusted to the presence of Dr. Caroline Westwood. Her clinic, a small yet cozy space in the heart of town, was adorned with colorful curtains and fresh flowers, a stark contrast to the dusty, rugged exterior. The townsfolk quickly discovered that she had a knack for healing not just their physical ailments, but their wounded spirits as well. Sheriff Jenkins found himself visiting the clinic more often than he cared to admit. It wasn't just the opportunity to check on the good doctor's progress or offer his assistance with odd jobs around the clinic, such as fixing a squeaky door or helping carry heavy medical supplies. No, there was something more that drew him there. It was the conversations, the shared laughter, and the stories they exchanged that kept bringing Jenkins back. As he spent time with Caroline, he found himself more at ease than he'd ever been. For a man who'd spent most of his life dealing with outlaws and lawlessness, this newfound connection was a welcomed respite. Caroline, in turn, appreciated Jenkins's presence. He was a man of few words but unwavering actions. He had seen the darkest side of Boot Hill and had faced down some of the most notorious outlaws in the West. Yet there was a gentleness in him, a side that he seemed to reserve only for her. One warm evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the town, Jenkins walked Caroline home from her clinic. The air was filled with the sounds of crickets and the distant laughter from the saloon. They strolled down the dusty streets, the occasional passerby tipping their hats to the sheriff and the doctor. "You know, Sheriff," Caroline said as they neared her door, "I can't thank you enough for all your help. You've made the transition to Boot Hill much smoother for me." Jenkins smiled, a rare sight that made Caroline's heart flutter. "It's been my pleasure, ma'am. Boot Hill's a rough place, but we're a close-knit community. We look out for our own." They reached her doorstep and Caroline turned to face him. "I've come to appreciate that sense of community, Sheriff. It's a beautiful thing." Jenkins took off his hat and held it to his chest, looking at her with an intensity that caught her off guard. "Well, Dr. Westwood, I reckon you're a beautiful thing too." Caroline felt her cheeks flush with warmth, and the smile that lit up her face made Jenkins's heart skip a beat. In that moment, the two of them shared an unspoken connection, a spark that neither of them could deny. But as their bond grew stronger, trouble loomed on the horizon. Word had spread that the notorious Dalton brothers, a gang of bank robbers known for their cunning and ruthlessness, had set their sights on Boot Hill's only bank. They believed it was ripe for the picking, not realizing that Sheriff Jenkins had eyes on their every move. The winds of change were blowing through Boot Hill, and as the sun set on another day, the town's fate hung in the balance, with love and danger entwined in ways no one could have foreseen.